So, well, I must say that I will start with where you stop. Our credit rating has improved, and when you look at our reserve, it has been elevated significantly. And if you also look at quite a number of other decisions that are improved, it has also freed the government, funds spent on subsidy and a number of that. And I must say that I totally agree with S&P improvement in rating, credit rating for Nigeria. It's important. But let's talk about this new borrowing. Before now, Nigeria, this is not the first time, by the way. So what we are doing is refinancing. That is getting new facility. And what are we using? We are using food. We are using our food. Before now, we are saving approximately, if I can give you what the number is, we are saving about 11,250 barrels per day. That's what we are saving. From 90,000 barrels that we promised, now we'll be doing 78,750 barrels. That is what we'll be doing under the new arrangement. Now, it's not much of whether we borrow or not. The question I ask often as an economist is, what are we doing with the money? What are we doing with the money? Because economics are parameter of measuring. So the first thing we want to bother about is, if we are refinancing about 1.5 billion, what happens to the remaining $3 billion component? Or where are we spending it? If it's infrastructure, if it is road, first of all, when this money comes in, it goes to our reserve, you are going to see major elevation, significant elevation in our reserve. It's going to protect us when it comes to import cover, which is positive and appreciable, which is very good. The second one is that, where are we spending this money? Because to be in the reserve means that central bank is going to release naira equivalent to the to government. So, but which of the components, which government is it going? Is it federal government alone? Is it going to state government? How exactly are we spending this money? Can we put this money directly on infrastructure? I've argued over and over again that if you want to know how a country loan should be, it is not much of what is happening to debt to GDP. Those are stock variable. It really does not matter. There are nations that have over 80% of their debt to GDP. That does not really have major impact. Where you have impact is debt service to revenue. And for debt service to revenue, there are standard numbers you must look out for. For developing nations, even developed nations, everybody's looking at how to stay 1/3 of their revenue. That's 1/3. But Nigeria went as high as 90, even almost 99% at the time. But we have reduced that now to above 60, nearly 70% of our revenue is what we use to service debt. That is still far above the target of 33%. But it's an improvement, again, if you look at it the other side of where we are coming from. So, government should be very focused, because once you go above 66%, you are leaving the critical point to the worrisome part where you might have real debt crisis. We were in debt crisis at a time, so we may be back there if we are not careful. So we need to look at, how are we going to pay this back? What happens if the global oil price reduces significantly? Does that mean that we have to pay more, or we have to give more in terms of crude that we are using to pick this up as collateral? So, but if this money goes into infrastructure, then I can tell you that this will have positive impact. So the other thing you look at, which is really very important, is what is the impact of debt on the economy? When you look at how Nigeria growth, when you plot the growth line on one side, on one line, and you plot increase in our debt, that's debt increase in debt rate, then you see, are you having, is it positive? Is it showing that is it impacting our growth enough? For Nigeria, maybe recently we started to see some positivity, but before now, when you borrow, instead of the GDP even growing, the GDP was going, the GDP growth was actually reducing. But with the positive we are seeing now, I will tell you that where we put this money is where should take attention of those in government and also of citizens. It should never be anything recurring. It should be purely capital expenditure. And from the numbers, we are seeing that there are promises of these funds going into capital expenditure. So if that be the case, it is fine, but we need to watch out for how are we going to do it such that we don't unnecessarily elevate our debt service to revenue. If we can manage that, then it will be a good way to go.